What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Big Sean released I Decided back in February, and it quickly fell out of the conversation as more releases came out. Far from Sean's best effort, you didn't get the same feeling that you got when you listened to his previous albums. So what does Big Sean do? Well, he hops back in the booth to hopefully redeem himself. And he does it exclusively with Metro Boomin, presumably because there was a lot of success with his single Bounce Back. That was probably the most memorable song from I Decided. So it makes sense why he thinks that they can create magic together. The end result is a collaboration album titled Double or Nothing. Unfortunately, Big Sean walks away with nothing after listening to this album. Before we get to the bad, let's highlight the little good there is on the album. So, the biggest takeaway from Double or Nothing is that Metro Boomin is creating some really good beats. I felt like these beats were above what Big Sean was capable of doing. Not to mention that I like Metro Boomin sampling a bunch of songs. There's a lot of samples throughout this album. I mean, there's one on In Tune. He samples Lori Perry's Up Against the Wind, which is like the perfect sample for like a hip hop song. I've heard The Game use it, I've heard Don Tripp use it, and I'm sure there's a lot more artists that have over the years that I'm drawing a blank on. Go Legend. I'm listening to that beat. It's the first song on the album, and I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm being whisked away to like a fairy tale movie or something. That's how great it was. And then when the beat dropped, it got even better from there. I feel like Go Legend is one of the best songs on here. And there's not a lot of them that I would choose from, but that is one of them. I feel like Big Sean and Travis Scott with Metro Boomin producing is a good combination. Metro didn't just sit here and like stay in his comfort zone though. There's a record on here called Who's Stopping Me, and it sounds like nothing Metro Boomin has ever done before. And I say that in the best possible way. It shows that Metro is not afraid to move out of his usual comfort zone working with the people that he works with. Big Sean says at the beginning of this record that it sounds like Narcos, and it does have that vibe to it. The other good that I had to talk about Double or Nothing comes from two guest features. The first is Big Sean on Big Business, and I mean, what really can I say at this point? 2 Chainz goes in, he kills it. I don't feel like this is 2 Chainz' best verse ever, but it's one that I'm not disappointed in the least bit. I feel like he's charismatic as ever. He really just has this flow that you just have to really engage with. You like it, you memorize it. 2 Chainz is like a master at making a bunch of random topics come together and feel like one verse. He opens his verse on Big Business with, "Got 'em waiting for my verses like it's Christmas to come. Would talk about my exes, but I'm dissing them all. Bought foreclosed houses and I'm fixing them all. Anytime I caught work, it was pistols involved. Yeah, I'm talking big business. Here goes the statistics. 1 out of every 5 people trapping turn snitches." So, as you can see, it's got that nice flow to it. And like I said, 2 Chainz always comes through and just jumps from topic to topic. It's like one sentence of a subject matter, and he jumps to the next and jumps to the next, and then you have a complete verse by the end of it. The other guest feature that's worth noting is Cash Doll on So Good. Now, make no mistake, So Good is a very bad record. It is so bad. I don't know what Big Sean was thinking when he made this song, but there was one small saving grace about it, and that comes from Cash Doll. She is a Detroit rapper, and I don't know too much about her, but this verse was good enough to make me want to check her out. It was like vulgarly delightful. That's like how I'll describe the verse, because it fits right in with the subject matter, but outside of that, like Big Sean's part, it is a lot of cringeworthy. I feel like Big Sean has never been an artist I want to talk about sex. Like, I don't want to hear his sex songs. But Cash Doll really killed it, and so I'm gonna have to look up some of her material. I really hope that she has a lot more to offer than just this verse, because she can clearly rap. I just want to see something that's not like just her being like over sexualized on all her music. So now we have to have a conversation about Big Sean's lyrics. Big Sean's inconsistency when it comes to his lyrics is put on display a lot more on Double or Nothing than any other project that he's put out. His punchlines make Lil Wayne's worst punchlines bearable. It's like Big Sean is trying to cut corners and breeze through his own music quickly. But that's not a good formula for him. If you don't sit and focus and create the best material that you can create, then you get a bunch of these half-baked punchlines and wacky lines that just don't sound good. Where is the man who made Detroit? Big Sean tweeted last night that he was hungrier than ever, but the evidence on Double or Nothing really stacks up against him. I have a few lines that I wanted to highlight in a bad way to show you why I feel like Big Sean is wasting his pen game right now. He said, "Look, I'm a magician. I belong in Magic City." I mean, it doesn't really go together. A magician in a strip club. Like, I get what he was going for. Magician, Magic City, the title, all of that. But it doesn't work out. Got a long dick. That shit barely fit. Like OJ Glove, you must have quit. I don't even want to talk about that line. What goes around comes around faster than fidgets. So right now, fidget spinners are all the rage, but I feel like in 6 months, how dated is this line going to sound? I'm not playing with you bitches, this ain't the WNBA. Straightforward line, but bad nonetheless. And the last one, and God bless me like I got bad allergies. Alright. So, all in all, Double or Nothing is another collaboration album that bites the dust. I like Metro Boomin's production. I feel like he was the highlight of the project. Him and the samples that he chose to have. Big Sean, however, is at a point in his career where he's just coasting. He doesn't sound like he's trying anymore. And that is a bad thing. Especially because if you drop 2 albums in a year and a lot of people deem them bad, I would say that I Decided and Double or Nothing are bad albums. Somebody might disagree, but going off of my example, if you drop 2 bad albums back to back within the span of a year, it's kind of like your decline accelerates, and that's bad. It's gonna get to a point to where I'm gonna question if I even want to listen to a Big Sean album. I just feel like his next album has to be miles ahead of what he put out in 2017. He has the talent because he's proven to us that he can make great music, but he needs to focus and really challenge himself as an artist. So those are my thoughts on Big Sean and Metro Boomin's collaboration album Double or Nothing. After you listen to this album, tell me what you think about it. I want to know, do you agree with my opinion? Do you disagree? Talk to me in the comment section below. Then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.